When we revisit the definition of communication in a more modern lens, what we find are three things. Yay! Verbal communication, which is when we listen to a person and understand the meaning. Nonverbal communication, in which we observe a person and infer their meaning. And written communication, in which we are obviously reading their meaning. So we've already begun through North Star work to examine nonverbal communication, right? Example, when I'm inside of my North Star, I am not what? I'm not inside my wounding and I'm not inside my triggers, right? So I can share more easily. I can get clear on what I need more easily. I step outside of the vibration of pleasing, of giving my power away, of blaming, of shaming, all that stuff that we covered in the early modules that are patterns, right? Passive aggressive patterns and things that we came up with to get our needs met or to keep ourselves safe. Cool. So North Star is key to the nonverbal part of communication. That's the takeaway for all of you today. North Star is key for nonverbal communication. And we know that that is a very, very significant part of communication, right? How many of you, just real quick, how many of you have had someone in your life offer you an apology when their nonverbal communication was saying something very different? Raise your hand. Yeah, right? When you're like, hey, that really hurt me, and I really wish that you could have just followed up on your word. You said you would be there and you weren't. And they're like, well, I'm here now. I'm really sorry. Yeah, but, kind of just, affects how I trust you. I said I was sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. What that person is looking for is the nonverbal communication to follow up with the verbal, to reinforce the verbal. All right. If we get really good at nonverbal alignment, you'll be able to use less words. And for some people in the world, that is a huge celebration. So if we're really owning this energy of nonverbal, guess what? You just need to offer that apology once and fully. And there you go. We have all moved on, right? Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's see. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Talking a lot this morning, I know, this beginning of class. Nonverbal is so significant. We should maybe do a whole class on just nonverbal. We're lucky, those of you who are in this Sai Maa community directly, that is just such a huge part of the training, feel very blessed. So you've got it all though through your North Star, right? You're set. You have that tool now. You fully have that tool. We just have to practice. That's all. Get aligned with what you mean. Get aligned with how you want to show up. Okay, so it's clear now, yes, that the energy we lead with in our communication often defines the outcome of the communication. So if I'm waiting for an apology because I feel angry or frustrated that someone is late when they said they wouldn't be, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, but underneath that, they're just saying, get off my back, right? That's going to determine the outcome. We're not done with that conversation. It's not over. So being full of heart and being in integrity and showing up in a particular way can really begin to inform the outcome of your conversations. That's a really incredible thing to know in your life. As a therapist, that matters a lot, right? I have to deliver pretty hard information sometimes to families, to clients. I have to reflect really uncomfortable stuff. It matters so much how much love is behind that. It matters so much. Likewise, in my partnership, when I'm saying, hey, this isn't really working for me. If I'm saying it like all flustered and angry and blamey, that is going to determine the outcome of our night. I promise you. And when he gets mad back, I have to stop and say, time out. How did I participate in this outcome? Right? So when you find yourself somewhere that you didn't really want to be, ask yourself, how did I participate in this outcome?